How many of you wish God would just send you a text message, all right? Or like comment on your Insta-G or whatever. You know, like you take a picture of like 4 colleges in the lobby and you're like, okay, this filter, all right, for this one. And then you put them on a little slider and you're like, okay, God, just make a comment on which one you want me to go to. And you wait, oh, okay, ORU, perfect, got it. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, how many of you wish that you could like just have God send you a text message of who you're gonna marry or what you're gonna do or whatever the case may be? Yeah. Guys are like, hold still just for a second. Okay, I need you. Okay, I need you. Okay, oh yeah, you in the back, okay. Doesn't work like that, guys. Now, let me ask you a follow-up question. How many of you have ever had a really bad zit? Like a pimple where it hurts so bad you can feel your heartbeat in it. You're not ashamed. Like it's got its own zit code, you know what I'm saying? It's so huge. It's like this thing that comes out from underneath your skin. It's like, oh, don't touch it. I got a bad zit there. And you look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I got a bad zit. You know, and you don't say that out loud, but you say it to yourself. Or girls, you have to get your hair touched up because you diet and you're not going for that ombre look. So you're just like looking in the mirror and like, oh man, I got to get my roots touched up. Or guys, you know what I mean? You're like in like the protein zone, you're training for something and you're like, yeah, looking good. You know what I'm talking about? That is actually looking pretty good. The point, I turned 40 this fall and I'm going for Thor by 40. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna get a little hammer. Like, hey, honey, I'm home. All the way from Asgard. But you use that internal speaking voice. You hear what I'm saying? Like you look in the mirror and then you say something to yourself or about yourself, or in conversation with other people, you use that voice. That's the voice that God uses to speak to you. That's where he speaks. The enemy doesn't want you to know that all of you have heard God's voice. He speaks there in that internal speaking voice, that whisper. I want you all to say the word yes, but I don't want you to use your diaphragm and your vocal cords and your lungs and the physical mechanics of shaping the words and the vowels and the symbols. I want you just to simply say the word yes in a way that uses that internal speaking voice in silence. 1, 2, 3. Some of you said it out loud. That's generally why you get in trouble. Did I just say that out loud? Yes. Yes, you did. That was classic. Can't make that up. That is the voice that God uses to speak to you. If you raised your hand and you want to hear God's voice like that, like Samuel did, the enemy wants you to be oblivious to the fact that you've heard God's voice. You all have. He speaks to you in that place, in that internal speaking voice. That's the voice he uses. And if you knew this, if you grabbed hold of this discovery, you'd be fearless.